What's up, Wargamers? Welcome back to World of Wargaming. I'm Isaiah. Today, we're going to be playing another game of Perilous Tales from Mike Hutchison. This is the solo co-op pulp horror. I've got my World War II era team of Division 0 set up, ready to go. We're going to be taking down the Demon Butcher and his impy and rodent minions. So, if you haven't hit the like button, subscribe, or even that bell notification, consider doing that for me because it really does help me out. And let's get into this episode of Perilous Tales. Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Perilous Tales. Tonight, Division 0 called up once again, this time to the bomb-ridden streets of London, to deal with the Demon Butcher of Baker Street. Alright, what's up, friends? Back again for another game of Perilous Tales, where, as you may have heard, we're going to be playing the Demon Butcher scenario. Got my guys. Now, the board that I have here is about 22.5 inches, so it's just short, but my deployment zone is usually about 2 inches. So I'm just deploying right here at the edge of this, and then everything else is a 24 by 24. We've got our threat markers deployed in the aggressive formation. One of them is in the church, another one is inside of this building, and that's it for our board. Oh, sorry. Obviously, buildings block line of sight. You can see through this archway. You can see into the windows if there's something inside of there. Doors open. Trees are nothing. Wall is, you can see over it. It'll give you cover. That's it. Objectives. I drew Forbidden Knowledge. So every time I kill something on a 5-up, it drops an artifact, and this gets a token. You get a counter on it. For every counter on this, you get a modifier to your roll to find the artifact. That's worth 3 points. I'm looking for equipment. Anytime I'm near a piece of terrain that hasn't given a piece of equipment yet, I can try to get a piece of equipment. And then escape. So I want to make it off of the villain's edge of the board. Now for this one, instead I'm running just kind of the generic board. So I tried to choose perils that I felt were thematic for the episode. So we've got Putrid Stench, because it's a Demon Butcher. I don't imagine that would smell very nice. We've got Earthquake to simulate bombs being dropped on London. So obviously it's not Earthquake, it's actually, a bombardment. And then we've got Unsteady Underfoot, because it's London during the bombings. There would be rubble and stuff all over the streets. And that's it. We're going to go to turn 1, hero phase. Going to start with Hawkeye, who's going to move up 4 to this wall and try to spot that threat marker. Skill check. Passes. That is a 5, which is going to be a rat swarm, I believe. Okay. Next, I'm going to have who are you? Oh, you're Tex. You're Tex. I thought I had misplaced Tex. Turns out I just thought he was Bo. So Tex is going to move this way towards that. Able to walk through the gate and end up right there where he can try to find some equipment on his next. Next is going to be Bo, who is going to move up 4 right to the edge of the road and use Eyes Peeled with his second activation so that he'll get a shot at that rat swarm. Hank is gonna double move just up this way, and right there, making sure to stay 6 away for the time being. Gonna activate Dan now, who's gonna give a pep talk to Bo, and then double move towards that objective. At that point, threat marker will reveal it is a rat swarm. So rat swarm is in and will ambush. When it pops out, Bo will take his shot, and because of the pep talk he received, he will have advantage. Minimum difficulty 5. So pitch the 8. 3 goes up to a 5. That's 2 hits and a crit, which is a second hit. So that'll be 4 damage. I will just absolutely shoot that rat off. When the villain is killed, I roll a d5 to search for the artifact. That is not going to get it, so we put a search token on the then go to the rest of the villain phase. So we'll roll for the threat check. Minimum difficulty 5. It always has advantage. So that'll be one success. The noose tightens, and this threat marker will reveal itself as a 7, which will be one of our perils. So I'm going to shuffle those up and see what technically I'm probably supposed to assign these to a number. But that's extra bookkeeping, and I like the randomness of it. Putrid Stench. Peril remains in play. All heroes within 6 inches of this peril suffer disadvantage on all attack rolls. So I'm assuming I've found right there some remains of a carcass, something that he's left behind here on Baker Street. So that'll bring us to threat level 2. Nothing else will happen during the villainous phase, so on to the next turn. And correction, we're not going to the next phase yet, because this threat marker, after it moved up from the noose tightening, is within 6 inches of text. So let's see what we get there. 8. That's going to be another peril. Earthquake. Every hero within 6 inches of this peril is immediately knocked down, including the revealer. Currently, Tex is the only one within that range, so he will be knocked down. Bomb hit. Just boom! Right there in the middle of the street. Ooh, gross. Okay, now to my hero phase. So Tex is going to stand up, and then he's going to search for equipment. Wait. I'm going to come back to Tex in a second. I'm going to move Hawkeye up and try to eagle eye that threat marker. Right there, looking down the street. Yes, success is 4. That is another rat swarm. Okay. Bo is going to move up and use Eyes Peeled. Is going to double move over to here to get away from this. Alright, so here we're going to use the leader ability. Never mind. I read that wrong. So we're going to go to Tex, who's going to stand up and try to find a piece of equipment. Ooh, that is a misfortune. All right. Dan is going to give a pep talk to Bo, and then move up a double to that to get in range of that objective. I forgot about the threat marker in that building right in front of the window. I'm not going to move all the way up there. I'm going to move to right here, and I'm going to use his third action to try to find some equipment. I'm looking for the salvage. And you know what? Maybe instead of equipment, I'm looking for survivors. That sounds more fun. 7, that's 2 successes. Never mind. I read the objective wrong. I have to be on the villainous half of the table to use it. So I'm still going to move to there, and then I'm going to give, instead of interacting with the thing, I'm going to give myself a pep talk. Bringing us to villainous phase. Okay, so even with advantage, that's an 8. That's a 9. So no successes. So our threat level goes up by 1. Nothing moves. I'm going to have Hank focus, and then I'm going to have him try to eyes peel what's peeking through this window. Right? Advantage on the roll. That's a 10. 5 is the better. 3 successes. Yes. Let's see what that is. 2. Which is not the big bad, but it's one of the imps. Okay. Hero phase. Going to, still got my focus, so just going to move Bo up, and then eyes peeled. Tex is going to double move this way. He's real mad that he fell down, so he's going rogue off this way, staying outside of 6 of that. Hank's going to give himself a pep talk and stay still. He's already done his things. All right, so Dan is going to give him a pep talk. and then move this way. Imp comes crashing out of the window of that building. Bo's gonna unleash that BAR right into his face. Skill 3 with advantage. Oh, that is not good. I'm gonna use my once per game reroll. Alright, so minimum is 5, 3 damage, nope, 2 damage. The imp at 1 health, and we will go to villain level is 3. This pitches minimum 5, so 1 success. Threat level will raise, and the noose will tighten. Okay, so this threat marker will flip, revealing another rat swarm, which will come to here because he's the closest. This one will also reveal, move within an inch and reveal itself as another. This comes absolutely tearing through that passageway. Okay, and then we go to Villainous Actions. So this imp will activate first because it is closest to the heroic check for Pack Hunter is if there are no other enemies within 3, then it uses the lurker behavior. So this one will lurk, so it will try to raise the alarm. There's nothing to raise, so then it will attack. Skill 3. Getting 2 successes, so 2 damage attacking. This one will skulk away. Next will be the rat swarm, which is a little bit closer to the edge than the imp is. Flying towards that objective threat marker because it's currently the one that's out of line of sight to the rats will attack Lieutenant Dan, who because he's within 3 inches of the imp counts as having no traits. So minimum skill 4. So that'll be 2 successes. I use my tough bonus, so that's just straight 2 damage. And then the rat is in Pack Hunter, so do nothing. It will stay right there. This one is going to do the same thing. It's just going to attack and then stay put. 3 for the imp. 5. That's another 2 damage. To the end of the villainous phase and back around to the hero phase. So Dan's got to swing at this imp. I need that thing gone so that I can have my traits back. Skill 4 and currently advantage because he gave himself he focused last turn. So we'll get rid of that. That's 3 I only needed to deal with. We roll our D5 for the artifact search. That is a 6, which is a 3. It's a 3 plus 1 for the thing, so that's a 4, so that's not going to have his brute strength back. He's got 2 actions left. He's going to focus, and then he's going to start swinging this machete into this horde of rats. Back to being a brute now, so skill 7. We'll pitch the 6. 2 goes to a 4 because of the minimum. I have, holy smokes, 3 crits. That's yeah, nah, super dead. Let's search for an artifact. 2 to the roll. That's a 3 plus 2 is a 5. All right, so we're gonna find the artifact at his feet. So I assume I will have to use an action at some point to pick that up. With my next activation, I am going to. I'm actually going to place this right here so that I can pick it up with bow and then pick it up with bow and then do eyes peeled. Hawkeye's going to move up 4. To there. And eyes peeled on that threat marker. Success is the butcher. Hank is going to move over and use some first aid on them. Right. That is 6 heals. I'll take him back up. Tex is going to move, and then I think probably take a shot. Chase right there to try to shoot this impact shot, so he gets an extra skill on this. Ooh, that's 2 damage. Not what I wanted, but not awful. So we'll go to Villainous phase. Right. So 2 goes away, 9 goes away because the 2 is better. 2 goes to a 5 because of minimum difficulty. So these are fails, but that's still 2 crits, so that'll be 4 successes. 4, we'll do a Crawling Chaos, which will be a horror check for everybody. Then we'll tighten the noose, and we will raise the threat level. Oh, horror check for Tex. He fails. For Hank. Fails. For Dan. Passes. For Bo. Passes. And for Hawkeye. Passes. Tex and Hank falling back to there, and we will tighten the thing here. So he has no enemies within 3, so he will lurk. Nothing there to raise the alarm, nothing there to attack, so he will skulk to the only remaining, which is right there in that doorway, where he will do his fallback action, which will be up to no good, which will raise the threat level by 1. And then we'll go back to the hero phase. Gonna activate Dan first. Dan is going to focus and then move. Yep. To here and search for equipment with advantage. That will be success. Bo will focus and take a shot on empty marksman, so he has advantage on the shot. 3 goes to a 5, which is the minimum, which will be 3 successes with the crit. So dead imp, and I've already got the artifact, so we don't need to check anything there. Hawkeye is going to focus and do eyes peeled. Tex is going to double move towards this building. Last peril. Apparently this church has been bombed out a little bit, so there's some rubble in and around it. For 6 inches, pass a skill check when you finish a move within 6 of it. Stays in play, or you are knocked down. Hank is going to double move that way. All of my activations. So we'll go to the Villainous phase. Level 6. So, okay, that's pretty good for me, I think. Only 3 successes. Checks for the Crawling Chaos. We're starting with Tex, who passes. Then we'll do Hawkeye, who passes. Then we'll do Dan, who passes. And then we'll do Bo, who passes. And then we'll do Hank, who passes. That's what I'm talking about, Division 0. Way to stand tall. It does, however, when the noose tightens, bring the Demon Butcher out into the street. Hawkeye does have his eyes peeled at the moment, so he's going to get to take a shot. Because of the focus, he will shoot it just straight dice roll. No advantage, no disadvantage. Right. Minimum, of course that would land. All right, so 3 goes to a minimum of 5 for a shooting attack, so that'll be 2. We will go to the Villainous Actions part of the Villainous phase now. We're currently at threat 9, and we will activate the Butcher, who's going to attack Dan. Skill 6 against Dan's current skill 7. So minimum difficulty here is going to be 7. He got a 9 for his difficulty and will deal... Alright, so unfortunately, however, 9s and 10s for the Butcher count as crits, so that's 4 damage, which will get reduced to... reduced by 1 for tough, so he'll take 3 damage there. He hits like an absolute Mack truck. So, we're going to... That's it for him. That's it for him. So we'll go to hero phase, where I will start with Tex, who's going to move to here, and then he's going to have to take a skill test for the peril, which I passed with flying colors, all nimbly bimbly through the rubble. And then we're going to try to find a piece of equipment on that building. Oh, that's unfortunate. Couldn't dig it out of the rubble. I was going to move over and also try to search through the rubble and also have to take a skill. First to see if he falls down. He does not. And then again to see if he finds any equipment. He does. Is going to move in and attack. We'll just see if I get lucky and knock a couple health off here. So 1 damage. Time to get in there with Dan. Dan's just going to go to hack. Minimum 6 here. Ooh, that is an abysmal roll. And I've already used my reroll though. So 1 damage there. That machete again, Lieutenant Dan, but do it better this time. That's better. Okay, so 1 goes to a minimum of 6. So that'll be 3 more damage. 1 more time, Lieutenant. You need to really whack him good this time. 6. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 4 damage. All right, so that'll bring us to Villainous phase. Wait. No, I still have him. I have to move in and try to do this here. All right. Come on, Hank. Swing that stretcher. Hank did it. That's minimum 6. 10 is 2. Hank did it. Hank did it. Hank did it. I killed a master. I killed the butcher. Yes, screw you, demon. You make the Lord very nervous. Oh, man. Oh, man, I can't believe Hank just got in there and did that. So killing the master drops the threat level back down by 1, which means I will get another turn to try to get some points. However, still have to do the threat check. So currently 8, 3, 6, 7, 8 with advantage. Still 5 minimum. So 5 it is. That's cocked. Alright, it was meant to be a fail. That's still a lot of successes. That'll be 5 successes. Minion here, so on an even, it'll be an imp. 6 is even, it'll be perched up here on top of the church, just watching everything happen, and now that the master's gone, it's decided to swoop down and peck at my friend Tex right here, because he is the one who has the fewest within 3 horror checks. So we'll start with Tex, who passes, luckily. Hawkeye passes. Bo passes. Wait, no, Bo does not pass. Hank passes, and Dan passes. So Hawkeye's going to pick up the equipment and then move that way. Hold on, I'm a dummy. Imp's going to attack and then skulk. He does not hit, and then he'll skulk away. Because all the threat markers are revealed, he would switch to aggressive behavior, so he will swing, miss, and then stay put. Next, I'm going to have Tex try to move away from the 1 success here. I get it. Tex is just going to move on through and off the playing field. Moving on, sweeping on. So, Dan is going to give Hank he's going to call out order and have him make a walk action this way. He will then pick up the equipment and take a shot at this imp. Skill 5, no advantage or disadvantage. 7 will be 2 damage. Taking the imp to 1. I don't think Bo's alright. So Bo is going to move and shoot. Has advantage for being a marksman. We'll pitch that. And minimum goes to 5. 1 damage will kill that imp. We're at 9. That's all everybody can do. Let's see if by somehow there's like a double misfortune. Otherwise, this will be the end. Correction. I've been doing this backwards. It's when the master is revealed, you add 1 and when the master is killed, you remove 2. I've been doing it when the master appears, I add 2, and then I lose 1. So I'm actually at 8 currently. So I will get another turn. Goes to 5. Fail, 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 fail is 4 successes, which will be a crawling chaos. And we'll go to 9 threat. Oh man, I'm gonna be able to get stuff off the board. Also, I forgot to take Hank's action in my excitement. So we're gonna take these horror checks, and then I'm gonna take Hank's turn. So Tex is off the board, doesn't have to do it. So Hank passes. Hawkeye fails. Bo passes. Dan fails. Hank's action was to turn his turn that time was to move and then search the outhouse for poop or for success. That is many successes. Hank is just on fire this game, man. MVP for you, Hank. MVP, my guy. Jeez. That will then bring us to the next player turn, currently at threat 9. And I think I'm going to be able to get enough people off the board to get the max points for that. So Hank will pick up the equipment and walk off. Hawkeye will double move and walk off, and that's the max 3 that I can get, up to a maximum of 3. Yeah, so that's gonna be it for this episode of Perilous Tales, the Demon Butcher of Baker Street. And so let's see how we did. Leader is alive, that's a point. Didn't lose anybody, that's up to 2 points. And then we go for our other points. So I got 3 points for Forbidden Knowledge, takes me to 5. I recovered all of the equipment, taking me to 8. And everybody got away, taking me to 11. So that is an A for this game. Division Zero's getting in there, doing big things. I love this game. Like, the more I play it, just the more I enjoy it, the more I have like this backlog of episodes that plays through my head. Mike Hutchison, you really did a great job, man. This is a fun game. I hope you guys enjoyed watching it as much as I enjoyed playing it. Thank you so much for stopping by, hanging out, choosing to spend some of your day with me. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, and as always, may the dice be ever in your favor. And as always, I'd like to say a big, huge, from the bottom of my heart, thank you to our patrons who support us and pledge to us over on Patreon. You guys are the absolute best. If you enjoyed the content you saw here today and that's something that you would like to consider doing to help out the channel, go over there, check out the link in the description, check out the Patreon. There's a lot of cool stuff over there, including access to our Discord server. Talk to me, hang out with me, talk about our work, what we got going on in the hobby, some shout outs, all kinds of cool stuff. Check it out if that's something that you think you would be into. And regardless of whether or not you do that, I want you to know that I am incredibly grateful that you decided to stop by and spend part of your day with me today, rolling dice and pushing toy soldiers around. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, and as always, may the dice be ever in your favor.